Hi folks, I'm meteorologist Tom Konvicka here in the Weather Center for you. We're checking things out as far as the analysis of this severe weather situation is concerned that we're facing here in Cenla. We've already had one warning. Looks like a pretty good supercell move across the northern sections of the area from North Sabine in toward the area around north of Natchitoches, and now that has prompted a warning in Wind Parish at the present time. This is a severe thunderstorm warning going into Wind Parish. This is for, let's see, looks like just the western half of Wind Parish will come in just a tad there and show you that the city of Winfield is on the edge of this warning, and so it includes areas generally north of 165. And then areas up there between Winfield, Dodge, and going on up in toward Jonesboro's out of the warned area though. But the concern with this is a pretty good hail core remains intact here just to the south of Calvin, and this of course is moving toward the east-northeast and will cross the highway there between Dodson and Winfield shortly. So if you're in that particular area, we still are looking at probably hail larger than quarter size, just skirting to the north of Highway 84 there in that direction. And again, you can see that this hail core continues to prompt this warning, and this warning is until about 5:30 during the afternoon, evening here. This has been, again, a long-lived supercell storm, which means that this is kind of the most dangerous type of storm. And I do believe that we had larger hail back when it was over northern Sabine and northern Natchitoches Parish. I was getting hail indications in the MRMS data of maybe 3 inches in diameter, which would be larger than baseball size. And Nick has a lot of folks out, and of course I have some weather watchers out as well. But Nick is really good at soliciting these reports from folks, and he did have a report of some large hail on I-49 there north of Natchitoches, size unknown right now. But I do think that certainly larger than golf ball size. Would not be surprised. Now I think we're looking probably at quarters to maybe $half size, ping pong ball size as we head in the storm. That's prompting a warning there in the western portion of Wind Parish as it moves to the east-northeast. These storms have been clocking anywhere from about 30, 35, maybe 40 miles per hour at times. And again, this is a supercell storm. There's rotation with it. It could prompt a tornado warning at any time, but right now, the rotation is behaving itself, and it looks to me like the hail core has weakened somewhat. So I think even though there's still potential for that quarter to ping pong ball size hail there in northern and western Wind Parish, I do think that we're seeing the situation not as bad as it was across northern Sabine and northern Natchitoches Parish, where I think there certainly was larger than golf ball size in those particular areas. So it looks like this warning's been reconfigured to the south now, including some of these areas to the south of Highway 84 down towards Sardis, just to the north of Atlanta. If you're in Atlanta, I usually say you're close enough to the warned area to kind of watch out for that. There are other storms which are developing there. In fact, this one that we're looking at just to the southwest of Atlanta, that of course is looking like it could have a little bit of a hail core there in that particular area. So again, we want to kind of watch out for that and be mindful of that. And Sardis is in the warned area, and then that extends to the southeast of Winfield now, down toward just to the southwest of Colgrave there along the highway, and just to the west of Jordan Hill, and just to the north of Pacton. So prepare for some hail, and there's some strong wind indicated in this particular storm as well. And as we kind of zoom back out a little bit and see what's happening elsewhere, we do see that tornado watch, meaning conditions are favorable for tornadoes across portions of, looking at Jonesville. We got Catahoula, Concordia parishes, Adams County, Mississippi involved in that. We're also watching another storm in East Texas heading across Toledo Bend, which has been on a weakening trend, but with the conditions we have available, that could develop once again or increase in strength here across South Sabine. So we're kind of watching for that as well. Now, as far as the front is concerned. That front, of course, here across the area, I think the front is probably somewhere, let's see, I think it's past Natchitoches. I checked Natchitoches Airport recently, right in through here. There's been a wind shift with the front there, I think at Natchitoches Parish at the airport. So this kind of gives you an idea. And so this broken line of storms is kind of forming right along where that front is located. And of course, with that, that is going to serve as the convergence mechanism, kind of the trigger mechanism, if you will, as that front heads in our direction toward the south and east. Alexandria, Pineville, and other areas of central Louisiana, other parishes besides Natchitoches, Wynne, and Sabine, which is being affected now. That threat for severe weather will kind of work on down during the rest of the evening hours to the south and to the east. So we'll continue to keep you updated. And if anything else happens, any tornado warnings or anything like that, anything we feel like we need to go on. Nick went on with the hailstorm, which was an excellent idea there across North Sabine and North Natchitoches Parish. I do think there was some serious hail with that. A little bit weaker storm in Wynne Parish, folks, but still don't let your guard down. If you have a chance, if you're in the Winfield area and to the east and toward Sykes and Chestnut and Chester, you'll see perhaps some potential for some hail remaining with this storm. So you might just want to be extra careful, kind of move your car in a safer direction, safer place, just in case that storm continues to be a hail producer. I'm going to let it go for now, but thanks for being with me.